Katsumi is back on the channel, but if you have a look at his army, he's doing something slightly different today. Yes. He is still doing Sui Lalo, for which last time we had him on the channel, he had a perfect day. But he's bringing a clone spell now. Now, this is something Lou does. We've had Lou on the channel a couple of weeks ago. If you want to see that, go to the Twitch VOD. That won't be on YouTube. But Lou uses a clone, so I assume Katsumi was like, well, you know what? I'll try and use a clone as well. And Katsumi been having fantastic success with this off stream. But let's see if he can do it on stream as well. Obviously, the expectations are the world of this guy. Not only just because he's a talented player, but last time he was doing Sui Lalo on stream, he literally couldn't have had a better day if he tried. 320 last time was absolutely crazy to watch. Now, this Stone Slammer needs to path better, because I think he's going to miss this air bow. Nah, Stone Slammer, super smart. But watch for this clone spell. That's what this whole army is about. It's about the Lalo is often going to be dying, but wherever the Lalo dies, we're just going to reinforce with the clone spell. I don't think he needs the clone spell, to be fair. This base looks like it's in a lot of trouble. Oh, he so should have swagged the clone. That would have been a start and a half. Not sure. Maybe he couldn't have swagged it. Who knows? There is a defensive CC Lava Hound just going around the base. Yeah, he probably needed the clone. Oh, that's lame. Well, it's not actually lame, to be fair. So we're going to see this from Katsumi all day today. Sui Clone Lalo. Which is pretty awesome to see. Generally, when you hear like clone with Lalos, you're thinking like Electron or Yolotron, which are two very fun armies, by the way. And I'm actually tempted to try Yolotron out in Legends. I actually think it'll be insanely strong. But like seeing Sui Lalo with a clone spell is just like next level cool. Now, I'm kind of worried. I think the Owl should be able to deal with most of these pups, but like cleanup going very slowly here. Ultimately, it shouldn't matter much. Oh, Dragon Rider. Can the Dragon Rider do splash damage? I don't even know. Oh, it didn't even shoot once. We'll never know, I guess. But alas, doesn't matter too much there. Katsumi triples this first base pretty easily, and let's look forward to more clone spell attacks today. Katsumi is live once more here, coming in on the teaser base. I can't even remember. Did he hit a box base first attack? I think he did. Let's see what he can do on the teaser as well. Hopefully we find a wide variety of bases today. Because that's one thing we've noticed earlier today. We just had a hybrid player on Eric. I should see some of his hits on the channel if you haven't already. There was definitely a more well-rounded set of bases. It wasn't just all boxes. Like there was a couple of diamonds. There was no rings, but there was actually a lot of teasers. Probably nearly as many teasers as the box, which is always nice to see. Box still dominant, but it's not the only option at this point, which is kind of what, you know, you want. You don't want the only style of base being, you know, the box base. It just leads to uninteresting content, and it leads to Super Dragons being OP, simply put. Now we do get a bit of value here. We don't get the multi on the top side, and we're actually coming from the side where we didn't get the multi, which is interesting. I thought you would have just tried to sneak in that Stone Slammer into that multi, but to be fair, this Stone Slammer might be able to just waltz across the middle of the base here. Now those loons on the top side are in a bit of trouble. That Air Defense Tesla Wizard Tower putting in work, but as long as all they have to do is get that air defense, and I'm not sure they are. Oh, look at that clone. That's beautiful. Look at that. He gets the loons to go to 3 different defenses, and now he's got some loons tanking for his Dragon Rider. And, oh, the NATO's going to stop him. But he has so many loons up here. He has a Hound as well. And I don't think this multi's killing the Dragon Rider. Yeah, that looks like a GG to me. Didn't need this haste either. Count that as swag. And he's got another haste in the pocket. That's definitely going to be counted as swag. Now, unfortunately, the clone balloons are never going to do much for cleanup, which is why it's surprising to me how late he's using them in the attack. Yes, He's kind of using them to get the defenses that his loons don't path to, so you have to wait. But it's just the unfortunate caveat with that is if they survive the attack but your actual loons don't, then they disappear after, it's like 40 seconds. Oh my word. Cam is live coming into my stream to get Fluxy to play in his 1v1 tournament. If that's not stealing my viewers, Cam, I don't know what is. Like, seriously, dude. No, I'm kidding. Katsumi, too insane, gets himself another 40 cups. Okay, Katsumi coming in on this teaser base here. Now, often teaser bases... I swear I heard someone else's voice. I'm going crazy, chat. Often teaser bases present quite a unique challenge for Sui Lalo players. You either got to Sui the Town Hall and get nothing, or Sui everything on the back end and Lalo the Town Hall and get nothing. So, because the CC is a bit deeper here, going with the Sui for the Town Hall, he freezes the defensive CC as it comes out. Kind of like a box base in the sense that RC for a scatter, king in between the RC and queen for Town Hall. RC doesn't get any sweeper though. That's a little unfortunate. Actually, it's a bit more than a little unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. Look at the way he's laloing. Imagine if this sweeper's down. We're kind of chilling if that's the case. Stone Slammer opens. This is a bit of a mess now. Not a bad sort of mess. There's just loons all over the base. And I don't know what to concentrate on. But it's looking good. It's looking really good, actually. So we've still got this clone. There goes the balloons. We do kill the defensive RC. She was the only real thing standing between us and a triple. And I think we should have this now. I think we got just enough to deal with these pups. The owl is so crucial at dealing with the lava hound. That's a GG. Wow, he actually did really good with that. He did really well. That's not an easy Lalo, and he's made it look quite easy. Fortunately, it looks like the defensive RC completely wrecked our Warden, but it matters little. Hopefully the Dragon Rider and everything can avoid the defensive king. Nope, the Dragon Rider is definitely not avoiding the defensive king. But the balloons should. The balloons should. And, oh, I thought that was Katsumi already jumping out and requesting, meaning he'd force quit the attack. By the way, nicely done to the Dragon Rider for not getting drawn in by the best air defense in the game. We leave the king up on the battlefield, but the rest of the base has been decimated. Katsumi is in here. Oh, this is the style of base you all want to see him hit. This is the sort of base you all want to see him hit. A anti-2 base. The bane of every Sui Lalo player's existence. And Katsumi just gonna Sui opposite the CC because obviously high damage bases, you don't want to Sui into the CC because the heroes will just get melted as the hound tanks. So he's gonna, but to be fair, he'll get the eagle, he'll get the queen. I don't think he'll get this multi though. His queen's not looking like she wants to behave. I don't think the RC gets the scatter either. I mean, she paths to it, but I don't think she gets it. He throws the builder huts. Oh! That's unfortunate. It's so low. He hasn't cut any sort of funnel here. That's the problem. You need to break the ring. And look at it. There's still a ring of defense. If he gets the multi and this scatter, he's got actually a really good chance. Now, he has taken out a lot of buildings. He's going with the blimp again. I don't know if I agree with this. He's used the blimp on his other two accounts. He's going live, and it hasn't worked. To be fair, though, look at this blimp value. If he could, like, warden this blimp, that would be huge. Oh, he tried. He absolutely tried, but the warden didn't step up. Oh, no! No, it's over! The Town Hall Poison's about to end this attack. What are you doing, balloons? They just all beeline the Town Hall Poison. Because unfortunately the clone just didn't do enough. Rip. Surely not. He can't reach that scatter. That's the only... Tell you what, if this scatters down, there's a good chance he gets this. That can be your wish, Flexi. Tell you what, if RC gets this scatter shot, this has a chance. Unfortunate for Katsumi there. I mean, he got as close as you really can, but couldn't quite get those final few defenses. Katsumi alive again. Box space. Free triple? Nah. Obviously, no such thing as a free triple with Sui Lalo. But 2 core singles is encouraging. And a Tesla farm. Here's the problem. When some of the time, like, your queen will only get the Town Hall, and it's actually not that much value, but people who put like these Tesla farms by the Town Hall, yeah, it can be a little trolly, and some of the time it will mess up people who are just trying to Sui the Town Hall, but most of the time you're just adding value there, and the strength of a box space is that the Town Hall is, like, you have to invest a fair bit to get it, and you don't get anything but the Town Hall in return. But Katsumi gonna get a little bit here for his troubles. RC, does, I think you... Do you freeze the single? No. Nah, not with 2 singles there. I am wondering though, the clone is obviously strong in its element, but if you drop the clone, you can definitely bring like an invis or a second poison, and I feel like it makes a lot of these attacks more clean. Oh no, Shide's here. Okay. Stone Slammer coming it straight in for the scatter, because we didn't get a scatter with the Sui. Definitely something you want to do. We freeze the multi, early rage for our Lalo. Loons are all low health. I actually think he's going to clone on the bottom side here. Because he's got so much up in the core. I don't know where he's going to clone. He's already cloned? Oh, there it is. There it is. Loons come and get the single and the sweeper. Help tank for that Dragon Rider, essentially. And that's a GG. Oh, the Dragon Rider ate a Sam anyway. How does the Dragon Rider manage to do that? Now, thankfully, we've held on to our poison this time. That's not something we've done in most of the attacks. And that poison's going to be really handy for dealing with this Hound, which it looks like we're not going to pop anyway. Swag clone, to be honest. Honestly, yeah. Oh, not entirely, because I think that single destroys the Dragon Rider if we don't have the clone. Now, you probably could have used a freeze and ultimately achieved the same thing, but if there's air traps there, then the balloons can tank that instead. It's an interesting debate, though, whether the clone's actually worth it. We might not have an answer by the end of today, and that's alright, because Katsumi's clearly having some success with it. This account's having an insane day, and hopefully it continues. Katsumi live once more, coming in on this teaser base. Let's see if we can get it down. So this is the... Well, it's a slightly edited version of the oldest base in Legends League at the moment. Still sick of seeing it. I got the single Inferno initially, which is a pain, but when you've got 2 Skelly spells, makes pretty light work of that. Potentially because he's getting the 2 air heroes with this Sui anyway, so he doesn't mind using both the Skelly spells. There's no real value for it in the Lalo when there's a million, well, there's 2 multis anyway, so it's not like they can do anything for the Lalo. And that's a pretty good Sui. Honestly, that's a pretty good Sui. Queen's used her ability, so she's gonna die here, potentially. Man, if she lived through this Hound, that would be ace. But I don't think she will. That Town Hall Poison is still damaging her. Lalo's coming in on the top side. Lalo is spread all throughout the base, but that's kind of part of, like, particularly with this clone version, you just spread the loons out wherever, all over the base, and wherever you need reinforcements, just place the clone there. Or in the case of Katsumi in this attack, you don't need the clone anywhere because the whole base is gone. Queen did live. Nicely done by her. Too bad. We didn't need her to live anyway. There's 20 balloons up, no defensive CC, and the base is crushed. Absolutely crushed. Nicely done from Katsumi. And this account's having an insane day now. Absolutely insane day. Look at this. Chat, look at how much time's left. Actually, look at this. 1 minute 20 left. Katsumi's insane. Katsumi live once more. Wait, I need to do the math. No, this is his 7th hit, so he's got one more after this. Let's see if he can continue what has been a pretty insane day so far. Can't really complain about it. Even if the last time we had you on the channel was 320, you know, this is still an insane day. Katsumi will not be complaining. Let's see if he keeps it up. King and RC coming in. Can we just get this scatter shot down, please? Go King. Nice. RC ability does get a sweeper. That's important. The King, unfortunately, cannot get the enemy RC. There's still 4 air defenses up. That's a little problematic. Now, I'm surprised he isn't Katsumi, because he's run into this problem in a few attacks, which is what to do with the lava pups going around the base. I'm surprised he still isn't bringing, like, or saving a wizard or a baby drag, because look at this. He's actually just sacrificing those balloons over there. Look at this. He's just like, this is a wall of balloons. It's a literal wall of balloons. It's a good Warden. The only thing he missed was the Slammer. He hasn't gotten his cleanup down. 1 minute 30. Bit lower on time than some of the other hits he's done. But he should have this. Single should go down to the Dragon Rider. Yep, perfectly done. That's why the Dragon Rider is super handy. It won't get stuck on skeletons. It'll just continue getting the job done. And that's what Katsumi's done again here. Did that RC get both sweepers? I only saw it get her get one. Damn, she got both? RC OP. Okay, Dragon Rider definitely doesn't do splash damage. That's the biggest thing I've learned out of today. I've been looking for that every single time, and it hasn't shot on the skellies, but it definitely did there. Definitely wasn't splash damage, so learn a thing or two. And yeah, plenty of time left. Not really much to say on that. Just a very, very impressive attack. Last attack of the day for Katsumi. 311 is on the cards, which is, I mean, basically as good as it can get. I forget what was his one fail. I believe it was on the ring base, if I'm not mistaken. So that says everything about Sui Lalo, to be honest. I know a lot of you ask about, you know, what about Sui Lalo on ring bases? Like, you need to show that so we know it's good. But I think the point is, ring base, if you're using Sui Lalo, generally you're high enough to be, you're a good enough, skilled enough player to be high enough in Legends that you don't run into ring bases. Ring bases, quite uncommon once you get into the sort of top 2,000. They're actually probably, along with anti-3s, the least common style of base. Whereas in low Legends, ring bases and anti-3s are arguably the most common. It's kind of crazy how it works out like that. But if you're going to genuinely consider doing Sui Lalo, and you probably don't have to worry about ring bases as much as you think. Focus on taking down box bases, diamond bases, and teaser bases, and you'll be set. Because if you can triple those like we've seen Katsumi be able to do today, then, like, doesn't matter how many rings you find, as long as you 2-star them, you're going to be pushing that 270, 280 average in no time, assuming that you're relatively competent with the army, which, to be fair, is not the best assumption when it comes to Sui Lalo being, you know, arguably the toughest army in the game. Lalo across the middle, I mean, this is wrecked already. This is wrecked already. There's just not enough base. We popped the Warden there. We were going to need the Warden, unfortunately, because there is this Tesla farm on the back end. But we're ignoring this sweeper. Is he going to use the clone? No. And that's the simplicity of it. Now, I'd love to get your opinions in the chat right now and in the YouTube comments. What's your thoughts on the clone with Sui Lalo? Obviously, Sui Lalo is strong, and obviously Katsumi is insane, but is the clone bringing more than a Rage would, a Heal would, plus the obvious extra spell you get with that, which you can use on a Poison spell? It's often what you see Rakira's use. Would love to hear your thoughts. Either way, it's fascinating to watch. It's fascinating to watch the clone be used. It doesn't get any real usage with Lalo in Legends League, but Katsumi getting use out of it here. He had an insane day. If you want to see more Sui Lalo, link in it below me. But that's it from us. Hope you enjoyed the video, and maybe I'll see you soon.